of all students. For each student, if you remember in the table student, as you can see here, we have an ID. So I will display the ID, the name, the address, the gender, and the photo. I want to show the photo here as a table, as an HTML table. The photo in front of each student. But I will add a checkbox here. When you select the checkbox, click delete, it will delete. Is it clear? This is what I want to do now. Okay, so here we will answer this question now. I will create a new PHP file. This is for question 3. Then I will create a form. It's a form, this one. This one, as you can see, is not only HTML table, it's a form. And inside the form, we have what? We have a table. So as you can see, the submit button, we have two buttons, delete and cancel. Submit and reset button. But inside the form, we have a table. Okay, so here we should create I have to create a form. Action equal self-processing form. So we need to turn on, turn off, $server PHP underscore self. Then method equal post. And slash form. Inside the form, I will create what? A table. But before the table, before the form, as you can see, I will create exactly this list of students, then horizontal line. So here, center. I can put center here. Then here, H1, list of students slash H1, then horizontal line HR. Okay, then the form. Now inside the form, I will create a table. Yes, so table order equal 1 slash table. Then after the table, we have two submit buttons. So inside the form, as you can see, we have a table. Then for the table, we need to create the table head, as you can see, ID, name. This is the table head, yeah? So TR, then TH, then empty TH, the first column. You see here? This one, it's empty, Then the ID, the next one is the ID. Now I can copy this just to save time. ID here. Then after the ID, we have, I think, name. And then after name, we have address. Then after the address, we have gender and photo, yes? Gender and photo. Then slash TR. This is the table head, Okay, I'm done with the table head. Now, how to get the rows one by one? We need to get all the rows from which table? From the table student, yes? So we need to turn on now the table mode to generate the rows one by one, turn off. So here my query, it's select star from what? Students. So here, I think in question number 2, we did select, yes, like this one. So I can copy, I can benefit from this code. Select ID, but here I will do select star. So here I can just copy this part of the code, from the previous question, I can paste it here. Yeah, so my SQLi connect, then select now star, because I'll select all columns from student, then execute, then get the rows one by one. For each row, yeah, now here I will do what? Like this. For each row, I will get the ID, yeah? Then I will put the ID what? So here equal TR. So the beginning, it's equal TR. then equal what? TD slash TD. I will display the ID, yeah, the ID of the student. Same I will do for the name. No, the first one, sorry, the first one it's empty, yes? The first one it's, sorry, it's a checkbox. Look, checkbox. Before the ID we have checkbox, then the ID, then the name, then the address, then the gender, then the photo. Okay, so here, it's what? It's a checkbox here. So here, how can I create checkbox? Input type equal checkbox. Then I will give a name for the checkbox. I will call as an array check of what? Yeah, of $ID. I will tell you the ID will be the ID of the student. Then the value here, yeah, it will be like this, name. Is it okay? But before that, I have to get the ID. So $ID equal $row of ID, student ID. Then I will use it as a name for the checkbox. So this is the checkbox, then the ID, then after the ID, we will put what? The name, your name. Yeah, you have to check the structure of the table. ID, we have name, address, and so on. So here name, I think ID it's capital, yes. So here ID it's capital. And after the name, we have what? Address, gender, and photo. Address. Gender, and yeah, we will see with the photo, the photo, okay? So here I will put it like this, but it will not work. I will tell you why. Then equal slash, don't forget slash tr. This is the end of the table row. Okay. Then after the while loop, we need to close the connection. Then after the table, I will create a submit button. So input type equal submit. I will give a name equal my button, or delete. Name equal delete. Then the value, it will be delete again. This is the submit button. I will also create a reset button. Type equal reset. And the value will be cancel. And here value, I will make this delete. Okay. This is my form, but still the processing. Let me now open this to see how it will appear on the browser. Question number 3. Yeah, it must show like this. Look. But I want to show also the, yeah, here the check boxes, as you can see here. Cancel, it will cancel. Okay. But here still I want to show the image, yes? Here we need to show the image here, the photo. Are you with me? Please.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah. How to show the image? Yeah, we need to use this. Just I found it in the internet here. So I will get the image. I will get the image then like this. You have to do like this. Echo image. I will create the image. Huh? Like this. I will explain. Don't worry. Just 1 minute. Here td/td, then image source, the source of the image. It will be image/jpg. Yes, my image jpg base 64. So we need to encode the image. We need to do what? To encode the image. $row of photo, yes? Then here, no note for this. Yes, this is how to display. Please listen, please just, I will explain. Yeah? Between TD and /TD, so we need to create an image like this. You know how to create image in HTML, image source. Then here for the source, you have to write like this. You have to specify what is the type of the image. It's GPG, yes? My images, all of them are GPG images. Yeah, GPG, yeah. GPG. Then, yeah, we need to encode the image, the content of the image. So I will get the image, the file, then I will encode to get the content. Then I will display the content on the browser like this. Let me see now how it will work. Which one? Yeah, there is a mistake in 22, line 22. Yeah, here, 22. So, yeah, TD image. So I can do like this, concatenation with image. So no need for this, concatenation with TD, then the image source equal. I can just put single quotation here. And here, no need for quotation. Yeah. All of this between single quotation. Yeah. So here it appears, but is not there. So let me see. $row of what? Photo, yes? $row photo. I think it's GPG without G. Yeah. I will put it between what? Brackets. Yes, still base image slash BEG. Base 64. This is the data, the type of the data. Then concatenation with base 64 encode. It's in the internet, so let me copy the complete. And here we need echo TD. You have to be careful with the double quotation, single and quotation in general. So here, photo, yes. $row. Still, it's GPG maybe. No. Yeah, let me Google it. We need to get the content. Yeah, sorry. So we need to then convert into basic. Yeah. Yeah. Source equal dollar base 64. Dollar row of photo. Undefined was in date online 24. Yeah, type here. Type, it's what? JPEG, yes? So no need here for this. Still JPEG. Okay, I will see this later on. Okay, then I will tell you. This one is, sorry, 64 here. Source equal dollar base 64, this variable. I think because of this, yes. No? Dollar base 64. I will tell you about this later on, okay? So you will see like this. I will tell you how to, because it worked, I forgot how, maybe there is small here mistake. Otherwise it will show with me this. Okay, so this is my forum, it's a forum. So I want to do what? I want when you, for example, I will select this and this, when you click delete, it will be deleted from the table student. Okay? So here we need to do the processing. So our processing, I will do it here, up. So if, but here I will check whether the submit button is pressed or not. What is the name of the delete? Yes. So if array key exists, so what is the key? Delete. Yes. Delete, comma, dollar post. If the submit button is pressed, I will do the processing. I will delete. Yes. How can I delete? First of all, we need to know what? The name of the checkbox. Here it has a name. So now let me display var dump dollar post of what? Check. because the name of the submit button is check, the checkboxes. I give a name for the checkbox, which is an array check, yes? So let me see now how it will work. Yeah, you see, for example, when you select the first one and the last one, delete, yeah, 104, so it will display, yeah. So we need to get what now? We need to get the content of this array. $post is an array, yes? $post of check is an array. So here I will get dollar what? Dollar checks. I will call $C equal what? $post of check is an array. And we need to look through this array for each $C as, or I can write like this, delete, or students to delete, students to delete. So this is the, yeah, it's an array that contains all the IDs of the students that you want to delete. So, or I can call like this, $IDs, dollar IDs is an array. As what? As $key equal greater $value. Here, as you can see, this array, it contains what? Key and value. But for me, the most important for me is what? It's the key. I will get only the key. We're using the key, I can delete from the table. You can delete the student if you know the ID of the student, yes? So the ID here is the key. So I will get the key. Value, then I will get the key. So the key is $key, this is the ID, huh? How can I delete now? How can I delete? I will do what? How can I delete? So we need to do what? We need to create connection like this one, create connection that write the query. So I can copy this part of the code inside the for each, because I will delete each student. So here connection, or I can write I can create the connection even before the for loop here. Then the query will change now. It's, because I have to delete each student. So here delete, yes. So now let me refer to the lecture number 10. Lecture number 10, which is it's from W3 school. How to delete, yes, we did this. How to delete, check the lecture, it's there. Yeah, so we need to create the connection like this, then delete from where, then execute the query, yes. So here, delete from what? Student, yes. Where? We have a condition here, where. Where what? The ID equal this student $key, yes, equal $key. This is my ID that I want to delete. Why it is inside for each? Because sometimes I want to delete more than one student. If I will select here more than one, it means you want to delete more. For example, I will select the first one, the second, and the last one. It means it will delete 3, yes? Okay. So here, delete. Then I will execute the query here. How to execute? It's there in the lecture. Please check the lecture. This is how to execute my SQL query. My SQL query $con $SQL. Then after you finish with the for loop, I will do what now? Alas, we deleted all of them. We need to do what? We need to go back to the header. So I will redirect the user to the same page, because when you delete here, look, I want to delete, then go back to the same page. يعني نحذفهم وتطلع لي الحين التيبل مرة ثانية but one row. So no need for this. Where is display? Yeah, so خلاص, but then it's okay. So header, location, I will go to the same file, yeah, this file, which is lab 11 q3.php. Okay. So let me now see. Then, of course, after you finish, we need to close the connection. Yes. So MySQL close, MySQL I close $con. Save. Now we will see how it will work. Yeah, like this. For let's suppose I want to delete the awal and the last one. Yes, you see, it's deleted and it will display again the remaining students. Now, if I will go to the table student, I should get only 2 students. Yeah, the rest are removed. Yes, you see, only 2 remaining. The 2 are removed. Is it clear? Hello, are you with me? Please, can you can you hear me? So I will give you the answer, okay, of this. I will put it on the MS Team, okay?
Okay.
Just 1 minute. Yeah, I'm done with this lab 11, but before you go, yeah, I will move to the next lab, which is lab, I think. About Ajax, yes. Yeah, this lab is very short, okay? So here I will... So now let me, yeah, I will create a new, inside htdocs, I will create a new lab inside htdocs. It's lab 11. Lab 11. First of all, let me put the answer of this question here, this one, on the MS Team, okay? Then I will move to the next lab, okay? So file, upload. It's lab question 3, yes? Okay, you have question 1, 2, 3, okay? All are here. Is it okay? You have the answer of question 1, 2, 3. Now I will move to the lab number about Ajax. Huh? So here I already create folder. I will create folder lab 12. Lab 12. Yeah, now we will answer what? We will answer this lab. The code is there in the lab, by the way. Yeah, the idea of Ajax is to allow a part of the DOM to be changed using data from the server without reloading the rest of the page. So here we will use the XML HTTP request class. So first of all, I will create an HTML page called student.html, and this is the code. And inside we have a JavaScript, external JavaScript, okay? So I will copy this. This is my first page called student.html. So here I will create a new file. I will, choose HTML. Then this is the code. It's very simple. We have what? We have a button, only button. Then after the button, we have what? We have empty paragraph with ID equal content. The button, when you click the button, this button, my button, display student names, it will do what? It will call this JavaScript, student.js. So here, let me save this file as, I will save it in the folder, the new folder, lab 12, as student. Student. Click save. Yeah, this is the first page. Now the next page, we need to write student.js, is a JavaScript, okay? So this is the content of the JavaScript. Now, first, we need to create an XML file, student.xml. So let me copy this one, student.xml. So here I will create another file, the file that I will get it from the server. It's XML. So we need to select the type XML. Where is XML? Yeah, here, XML. New file. Then select XML. Where is XML? Yeah, here, XML. Okay. It will give you directly the declaration of the XML, but we will copy this. Yeah. What we have inside my file now, student.xml. So I have three now, student.html and student.xml. Inside the student.xml, as you can see, we have a root called group, group/group. Then inside we have two students. For each student, we have the ID, the name, and the grade. ID, name. So I have two students. Now the third page is what? This is the Ajax now code. The Ajax code is what? This is a JavaScript code. You remember here we have a button. We have an external JavaScript called student.js. So we need to write this student.js. So I will create another now file, new file called what? JavaScript. Yes, it's a JavaScript. I will save it as what? Student.js. So here I have student.html. This is the client side. Student.xml. This is the information that I'm looking for. I want to get the content of this XML file. And the JavaScript. Okay, student.js. So here the code, it's exactly the one that I explained in the lecture. So we have here a function called what? Setup, function to create the XML HTTP request object, then handle state change, if you remember in the lecture, same. Start request, same. Finish Ajax, it's same. So here I will just copy the code. And I will paste it here. Yeah, now let me explain here. Setup, يعني when you open the page, I will do what? I will start request. يعني when you click the button, b.onClick. This is a reference to the button. You remember here we have a button. We have a button. What is the ID of the button? My button. So in my JavaScript, I will get reference to the button by ID, my button. Then b.onClick. يعني when you click the button, I will call which function? Start request. Yeah, this is the function start request, the one that I explained in the lecture, if you remember. Start request to start an XML HTTP request. So here I will call create XML. So this, you need to call this function to create the XML. This is how to create XML. I already explained in the lecture. Then on read state change equal. Then we need a handler for this state. Handle state change. This is so if read state equal 4 and status equal to 100, it means the request is completed. Then what is my request? I want to get what? The content of this file, student.xml. Here, this is the student. I want to get the content. And from this content, I want to do what? I will get the response. And I will get the content of the XML file, dot response XML. Then I will get only the names. Okay? Get elements by tag name. Then for these names, I will concatenate all of them, all the names. Here I have two names, yes? I have Khalid and Fatma, yes? I will concatenate all of them. So we need the for loop to get the name, then put it, add it to this variable, txt. Then this txt, I will put it as what? As a content of the paragraph. If you remember, after the button here, I have a paragraph with ID equal content, which is empty. Now, when you press the button, you will see the names here, Fatma and Khalid. I got it from the XML file, then I will display here as the content of the paragraph. So here, I got all the names. I add all the names to this variable. Then I will get reference to the paragraph by ID, which is content. Then output.inner HTML equal the names that I got it from the XML file. That's it. Now let me try this. So I will open student.html, yes? So here, lab 12 / what? Lab slash student.html. Yes, student.html. Yeah, you will get like this. You will get a bottom, huh? But after the bottom, there is a paragraph here which is empty. When you click, you will get the names from the XML file and you will put it here without reloading the page. This is the role of the Ajax, I told you. Display. Yes. I got the names from the XML file and I displayed here without reloading the page. I did not reload the page. Huh? Look, refresh, display. You will get the names from the XML file. Sure, the XML file, it is in the server side. Huh? You will get only the names. Then you will display using Ajax. Why? Here it's very fast. Look, very fast. Why? Because there is no need to reload the page. The page is not reloaded. Is it clear? Are you with me, please? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Please, about the code, I already explained the code of this function. This start request, please check the lecture. You have this function, handle state, create XML, all of these are there. Except here, how we can get the names. So here, I will get the name, I will get what? Get elements by tag name from the XML file. Look, here we have what? Name. I will get all the names. So I will use which function? Get elements by tag name, if you remember in JavaScript. Huh? Then X is an array. Huh? Then we need to loop through the array. So we need a for loop for I equals 0, I less than X dot length. X is an array. Huh? Then X of I dot child nodes of 0 dot node value to get the content. I want to get here the content of name, which is Fatma. The content of this name, which is Khaled. So here we need to use the property node value. Huh? Dot node value. X of I dot child nodes of 0 dot node value. It will give you the content of the name Khaled Fatma. Then you will add it to this variable txt, which is at the beginning empty. You will add the two names, each name in a different line. That's why we add here br. Okay. Then these two names you must put it as a content of the paragraph. So first of all, we need to get reference to the paragraph by ID. What's the ID of the paragraph? Content. Okay. Then output.inner.html equal the content, the value of this variable txt. The value it contain what? This one. It contain the names. Yeah, txt. Okay. So here like this. Yeah, this is how to manipulate XML now. Yes, now the next question is how we can do this, but to get what? How to handle JSON response. Now we need to create a text file called what? Student.txt, containing the XML response of the previous question, but in JSON format. So we need to convert this now. We need to convert this into what? JSON. Yeah? Okay, so I will create another file, text file. Huh? I will call student.txt. No, it's student.txt. Then I will put the same here. I will convert this into JSON. So I will copy just this one. Yeah, how can I say? Yeah, if you remember the lecture, I will open the lecture. Lecture 12, Ajax. Yeah. You remember the one that I explained in the XML, this one. We need to, yeah, it was like this in XML. Then when you convert it, we need to do what? Usually the JSON it will start with braces. Huh? So here I will do like this, braces here at the beginning. Brace, between braces like this. Then we have what? We have students. We have two students, so we have an array. Huh? We have what? An array of students. So here, group, it's a group like this, colon group. Then we have an array. The array, we need to use this square brackets. Then for each student, yeah, we have what? We have the ID, like this, colon. What is the value of the ID? This one. Comma. We have what? Name. The name, it's what? Khaled. So I'm converting now from XML to JSON. Then comma. The last attribute is called what? Grade. Column. And what is the grade here? It's A. Yeah. Okay, like this. This is one student, comma. I will do the same for the next student because we have two students. Yes. So I can copy this, paste it without comma. Then the ID will be this one. And the name will be Fatma. And the grade will be B. That's it. Yeah, it's the same, but now in which format? JSON format. So group, inside the group we have two elements. Each element between brackets. This is the format of JSON. You should follow this format. Okay? I already explained in the lecture here, if you remember. Now, how to process? Now, we need to change which function? Finish Ajax. Okay? So, first of all, we need to get the response from XML. Yeah, so here I will change a little bit more the code of my JavaScript. So here, dot what? Response what? I will not use this response XML. I will use what? According to the lecture. Response text. So here, response what? Text. But this one is not enough. We need to apply which function? Eval. Eval. So here I will call like this. Eval between bracket, between parentheses. But I need to add what? I need to add another parenthesis like this, plus. Then here plus closing like this. So this is what we have. I'm following the lecture. Now I want to get only the names, yes? The names. So I will do what? Response dot first name. Yeah, this is the response. So from the response, I will get what? The students, yes? And the students is an array, yes? So here, x equal xml dot get dot what? This is my object, yes? Not XML now, it's JSON object. Object var obj, obj like this. And here, I will remove this. I then obj dot what? According to the structure here, obj dot group. Obj dot group. It's an array. Dot length. Now text equal text plus obj of I, obj dot group of I dot what? Dot the name, yes, the name of dot name. Then, oh yeah, I concatenate, then we will see how it will work. Yeah, here, by the way, this student dot, you are requesting what? My request will be get but student dot text now. Yeah. Let me see now. I will open student.html. Yes, see, but now it's JSON format. Let me explain, please. I will change only this request. Instead of student.xml, I will put student.txt. Then I will change the code of the function finish Ajax. I will get what? I will get the response as a text. So XML HTTP, this is my object. Dot response text. Okay, then I will apply this function eval to convert from text to JSON. Now my OBJ, how can I get the students? Remember here we have an array of students. What is the name of the array group? So here, obj.group, dot length, it's an array. Obj.group, it's an array of how many elements? 2 elements. We have 2 elements here. Each element has an ID, name, and grade. Each element. So, but I want only the names, yes? So here, for each element, obj.group of I.name, I will get only the name. Then I will add it to this variable txt. Then this it will be the content of my paragraph. Dot inner HTML equal to. If you want to get the grade, yes, you can get. Instead of dot name, you will write dot grade. Huh? Dot grade. Now I will just refresh. Yes, you will get AB. Only the grade. If you want to get the ID, yes, it's very simple. Dot ID. Then here, refresh. Yeah, you will get only the IDs. If you want to get all, yes, you can get all. Concatenate, but you have to add here what? Space, for example. Concatenation with space. Concatenation with obj. Dot what? Dot group of I is an array. Dot, for example, the name. I will get all the ID and the name. Plus BR, like this. Now you will get both. Yeah, the ID and the name. Okay, this is how to manipulate the response from the server as a JSON format. JSON format. Yeah, this is all about this lab. Okay. Hello. Are you listening? I will put also the answer of this on the in MS Team. Okay.